Greetings all, it's Blue Knight, and welcome back to Persona 3 FES. Previously, we started the fourth block of Tartarus, the Tziah block, and had a kind of a difficult time with it. Despite the fact that I am in tired condition, we somehow were able to get to the first Guardian floor of Tziah. Today, we're gonna handle this Guardian floor as we are facing off against the first pack of, well, Guardians. It's kind of far from the course at this point considering this is Tartarus we're dealing with. We have three shadows in the middle, so we better be careful. But first things first, Junpei, well, not you, Mitsuru, but I know you're concerned. But Junpei, I do have a sword for you that's way better than the one you have right now. And why don't you give this back to me? The health saddles I don't really get. But no, I don't want you to have the Raiko. I want you to have this, the Dark Slayer, just like me. That way we could be Dark Slayer brothers. Or something of the sort. I'll give you... sure, why not? Silent Sandals. Yes, I am serious, dude, baby. Look at that thing. It looks beautiful, yet it is deadly. I should know I have one too. Alright, so where is the trio? Ah, here they are. And these guys may look familiar to you. Because we actually did encounter them earlier.
This is no ordinary enemy. Don't let your guard down.
We won't, Fuka. Strangely enough, this is the arcade turret. The very same one that we found
I'll scan the
during our early part of our expedition last episode. These guys are level 41 and they're strong to all physical attacks as we learned last time. But they still have a weakness. It's not electricity though. As a matter of fact, it is strong, but it nullifies electricity, I think. Yeah, nullifies electricity and fire, but it is weak to ice, hence why I have High Pixie out. Well, probably should go for Star's body actually, but I guess High Pixie was like the first thing I could find. But despite this, they are still pretty strong when it comes to all-out attacks, so all attacking is kind of gonna be a catch-22 in this fight. But what I want to do is set Mitsuru to knockdown since she is an ice user. And as for Junpei and Akihiko, despite the fact that these two do have their elements nullify in this fight, I'm gonna set them to conserve SP and hope for the best. If this group doesn't work out, I might switch in Yukari and Aigis in place of Junpei and Akihiko. So while that's happening, I think we'll raise the defense, or no, raise the attack of Mitsuru. That'll make her ice using abilities much more powerful.
I can't help.
Just gonna wait for now since they are knocked down. That way it will cost them their turn. Well, since Junpei's gonna do that, just wake one of them up.
The enemy.
At least that turn's gonna miss out on his turn. And it's gonna bring out Maracuda. I don't think we've seen Maracuda yet, but it nullifies, it lowers the defense of the entire party, as we just saw. So that's gonna be kind of difficult to deal with, because I don't have something like Bottle Rocket Kacho, much like what one of those Tranquil Idols had in the last episode. So let's see, what can I do? Maybe I got something in my items that can help me out here. Do I have anything that can raise our defense? Well, you have an Agility Sutra, but I don't think that's gonna work that much. Maybe it will when I get really desperate. Actually, now's the perfect time, if any, for me to use the bell, because I have been wanting this for a while. Time to show what Megiddo can do. I'm so excited I can't even say the name right. But watch how powerful this can be. pretty powerful, especially against something that is physical based. Like I stated recently, the almighty attacks in this game, they can deliver damage to anything no matter what. There's no disadvantage they have against any elements or physical attacks, but they have no advantage against any property whatsoever either. So it's kind of a mixed bag when it comes to Almighty, but one thing's for sure, Almighty attacks are very powerful.
Enemies return to normal.
So maybe I might use Megiddo's all-out attack, not all attack, Megiddo's, or Sabel's Megiddo rather, while Mitsuru can handle the knockdown stuff. That way, wait a second. Oh, we have Masakuna. You know what, sure, I'll pass up the Megiddo this turn and try to lower their hit and evasion rate. At the very least, if they can't really be that accurate to us, then that'll give us one more advantage in this fight. While Mitsuru's taking them down, these guys also have Aki died and Tziah died. So Mitsuru, it's gonna be kind of a risk going into this battle because she is weak to fire. At least you have nobody that's weak to electricity. At least Hope Sabel is not weak to electric spells whatsoever. I didn't get to check his property list. But going back on the Arcane Turret's abilities, I was just gonna mention that they have Mind Charge too. So that'll make their attacks a lot more devastating than they already are right now. I think this time around, I won't go for a Megiddo. It does cost a lot of SP, but it should be worth it. You know, we're weakening one down, but one in the back especially, so maybe that's the one I want to target.
Good call.
I wish I could set Junpei and Akihiko to like an assigned target, but not allow them to use their SP skills whatsoever. Uh-oh, that might not be good. Junpei inflicted rage on one of those arcade turrets. It's gonna attack me! Oh, that's not good. Please don't attack me again. Good, he went after Akihiko. So since it's in rage, it can use 2 attacks per turn now. It's kind of the risk that I was carrying when I was having that Dark Slayer on hand. But fortunately, that means that their defense, well, that guy's defense is completely lowered now. So that'll make it much easier for us to single him out. But what should I do? Aki and I are pretty hurt right now. Do I have anything that can like restore some amount of HP? Well, I got the Boogie Water. I haven't used one of these before. Oh, it could heal everyone. Sure, why not? That should help out quite a bit. And it does too, nice. I actually never used that before. I always end up forgetting that I have that item on hand whenever I do acquire it in this game. So that was the first time I ever used it and it paid off pretty well so far. And Mitsuru continues to go to town on these guys with her Bufala spill. Bufala spill. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. Bufala spell. So we saw that these arcade turrets specifically also have Eerie Sound, which does distress all foes. At least has a chance of doing so. Distress, as a reminder, can reduce evasion to 0 and reduce defense, but also getting critted and getting hit by light and dark spells are increased. So overall, these arcade turrets, specifically the Guardian arcade turrets, are really hard to deal with. These are definitely one of the harder bosses I had to deal with in my earlier playthroughs. And for a while, they were kind of a wall for me to overcome, actually. Okay, with Akihiko down. Okay, should I bring it back? I think it's better off if I try to eliminate one of these arcade turrets first, especially the one that's enraged. So I think what I'll do is switch back to Star's body. I should go for King Frost actually, because I forgot I actually had that too as my ice user. But I'm gonna try to single this one out. And deliver a lot more damage to it. And then I'll paralyze the other one so it can make it lose its turn. And then we'll let on the AOA for now. So that way it can lose their turn. Zero's gonna be going up next. She might heal herself. So I'm gonna take this time to revive Akihiko with a revival bead. Holy cow, I have 5 of those things. I really thought I had more of them. This goes to show that I really haven't been to the pharmacy in a while. I gotta make a stop there at some point, because we probably have a lot of new stuff too. Because it has been some time since I visited that store. Like, I still in range, I hurt Junpei especially, and I knew from the camera angle it was gonna cause a crit on Junpei, and Zero wasn't any luckier. But at least that arcade turn will lose its turn. But thankfully Akihiko will go on the offensive and take that one out with a crit attack. Nice.
Still alive.
Now what can I do? Is make this thing lose its turn again with a Bufula spell. I'm gonna let on the AOA and try to bring one of my allies back. I think I'll try to bring Mitsuru back. She is the ice user here and she'll be very advantageous in this fight. She has been thus far and she will continue to do so as long as she's still involved. Just like right now. Nice work, Mitsuru. I'm not gonna go on the AOA yet. In the meantime, that's exactly what I want you to do. I want you to heal. And let's see, will be worth it to bring Junpei back? Actually, no, this guy will lose his turn since his turn is coming around. So I'll be safe in bringing Junpei back. And then Akihiko can just have its way with his arcade turret. Mitsuru's gonna knock it down. I'll continue to roulette on the AOA to try and heal everyone else up. Or Mitsuru can do that for me, that works too. And then Junpei can have his way with the arcade turret as well. Oh, come on Junpei, did you have to inflict rage on it again? Alright, just for that, I am gonna paralyze it with a Bufula spell. And you know what? Yeah, Mitsuru, let's finish this. It doesn't have much health left, so why not? Let's go on the AOA. And it'll be taken down with style. Kind of a touch and go there for a while, but we were able to get through that fight on the first turn. On the first try, rather. Which I am very proud of, because like I said before, those guys used to give me a lot of trouble in my early playthroughs. Got 2 bombs of life. That should be the only thing, yeah, that's worth getting on this floor for now. Now, normally this would be the part where I would do requests and grind as well, but like I stated in like the last episode, and as you've seen throughout this episode, I'm still tired. I'm gonna forgo all Tartarus business tonight and just go back to our normal lives because I do not want to risk me losing all of that progress. First things first, I'm gonna save because it's the smart thing to do. I just looked up what the next Guardian in Tartarus is and oh boy, I'm not looking forward to that fight. We will be back in Tartarus sooner rather than later, but man, I'm not looking forward to facing the next Guardian. Even if I did decide to do some grinding, I'm just gonna say this right now, it wouldn't be enough because the level gap between us and the next Guardian right now is pretty freaking high. But at least I'm not tired anymore. That's the one thing I wanted to cure. The ultimate thing I wanted to cure. Man, I'm not gonna look forward to that next visit to Tartarus. Not at all. I'll have to make up for my Tartarus business as well the next time I do head back to the Labyrinth. But with Tartarus now behind us for the time being, we're back with Mr. Ono. He's going on and on about the samurai, like he usually does. Let's take a closer look at the Sengoku era from the beginning. As you all know, it's generally agreed that a major factor leading up to the Sengoku era was the Onin, whatever that war is, in 1467. I should really stop trying to pronounce words I don't know how to pronounce at this rate. After that, the next big event in the era's formation was the coup of Niu in 1493. Closer look at the war, 1467. Yada yada yada. I just got better. I'm not gonna rest now. Besides, I need those academic points. Only up to 1467, but there's still a lot to cover. I guess it can't be helped. Next time we'll jump to 1468. And alright, finally! Finally! I was hoping this was gonna come up. I was so hoping. We finally hit level 6 in the academic rank. We are now officially a genius. Oh, that feels so nice to finally have maxed out.
No one else is coming today. But they said we can't give you back your evoker.
I wasn't expecting them to. That's why they started watching me in the first place.
Oh, how's that cut doing? Probably already healed, huh? So, how come you're not drawing today?
Does it matter?
Well, not really. Hey, they're all dried up. I guess it's been pretty hot lately. It's okay. I'll take care of it. Oh, what was that?
I made them healthy again.
You can do that? That's incredible, Chidori.
It's nothing special. You have powers too, don't you?
Well, yeah, I guess, but that's about all I've got going for me. Without that, I'd be a nobody. I just talk a big game, pretending like I'm some kind of hero. But in reality, I don't know what the hell I'm fighting for. Or why I'm here at all.
Why we are here?
When I was a kid, I had this crazy dream.
What kind of dream?
That one day I'd grow up to be a pro baseball player. Pretty stupid, huh? I guess that's part of being a kid.
Is that so? I don't remember much from my childhood. All I remember is being surrounded by white.
Huh?
I hate hospitals.
Yeah, me too. I'm sorry.
But I don't mind that much this time, since you come to see me so often.
Chidori? I understand. I won't let you down.
Well, isn't that nice to see? I think. We have to keep in mind, Chidori is still part of Strega, but at least she's opening up the Junpei, so I guess that's something. Still, she is part of the enemy team, so we shouldn't get too cozy with her. I hope Junpei knows that, though he probably won't. I heard a rumor that you went to Mitsuru-san's vacation home. That's right, I did, and I was really happy to be there. It was such a fun time. Not only that, but Yukari, Fuka, and I guess were there too. And the best part of this rumor is, supposedly they were all wearing bathing suits. Is that true? That's just a rumor. At least as far as he should know. That's for me to really know and for him to never find out. Can't believe that Yakushima trip got brought up again. It's been so long since we went through that too. You know, it's been 2 months or like 3 months in game still. It must suck to be the new girl. All the guys hit on you and pressure you right away. But Akasan seems fine. Yeah, she can handle herself no problem. You don't have to worry about her. Okay, since it's Saturday today, we should probably go visit Fuka. But first things first, I want to head back to Port Island Station for a moment. Because there's something I want to buy at the florist shop that's in that station for the date that we'll be going with Fuka on Sunday. Besides, we really haven't seen what the florist shop can offer us, so now would be a good time to show it, if any. So we head to Port Island Station like I already mentioned, and if we head straight ahead, it's right there, the one and only florist shop in the big green words. It's very hard to miss. Or rather, it's called Rafflesia. Kind of flower I was really looking for today. I'm not looking for any flowers whatsoever. As a matter of fact, I just want an empty glass vase. I hear that's way better than any flower you could ever have, Missy. That must be really weird, just going to a florist shop like that and then having to serve a customer a glass vase of all things instead of one of the flowers. You know, the things that you probably spend hours upon hours taking care of and growing for customers to buy. And then all of a sudden you see this one customer come up to you and say, "Hey, I want a glass vase with nothing in it." You'd be looked at with really crazy eyes if you ever did such a thing. Though if they say the reason why they want to do it, then I guess they could get away with it, but still. It's kind of funny to picture that. I'll just buy all these other flowers just in case, because you can never be too careful with having one of everything. Granted, I am using a lot of yen, but I'm pretty sure I can solve whatever I found in Tartarus too. Make up for that. 30,000 yen. We're still pretty good on that. And come to think of it, since we did max out our academics now, we have no more reason to go visit the arcade, since we did max out all our stats. So I can do whatever I want with my money now. That's so relieving to finally have that academic thing finally maxed out. As a matter of fact, we should head to the stats screen and take a look at this beautiful, magnificent looking chart. Okay, it's not really a chart, but you get the idea. That is so wonderful to see. Our stats screen completely maxed out in terms of our social attributes. Oh man, I'm so happy that finally happened. Months and months of working on that particular trait finally came to fruition. Now let's continue this good mood thing with Fuka, since I do want to hang out with her today. You want to head on with us? Well, I do have some personas of Yurikana, so sure, I would love to walk home with you, Fuka. Where should we go? That's completely up to you. I'm such a good mood that nothing can ruin it. It's your decision. And we went back to bookworms. Man, it's been so long since we've seen Bokichi and Mitsuko. We really gotta see him again. There doesn't seem to be that many cookbooks here. Sorry, I guess people bought all the good ones. Should have called to ask before he came all the way here. You should have asked me. I'm good friends with them. I'm pretty sure I would have been able to do something about that. Do you remember what I told you, Makoto-kun? That it's been a while since I've been in a bookstore. Yeah, I think I remember that actually. It has been some time. We were just in one. But yeah, I do remember that, Fuka. Something happened in a bookstore that I want to forget. It was last April. I might be jumping to conclusions here, but I don't like where this is going. Someone took a picture of me. Stealing. Oh. Not what I was imagining, but that's still pretty bad. Well, I'm short, and when I was reaching for the top shelf, I accidentally knocked some books down. Somehow they landed in my bag, but when I went to take them out and put them back on the shelf, some girl from our school took a picture with me with her cell phone and accused me of stealing. She threatened me to show my parents the picture. Well, whoever this girl is, she's not a very nice person. I imagine she probably used that as blackmail for you ever since. I actually wouldn't be surprised if that was Natsuki, come to think of it, before the two of you became friends. You probably think I should have defended myself. Well, you should have at least tried to convince this person. Well, you're right. But I couldn't say anything. All these negative thoughts were running through my head. I thought that no matter what I said, it wouldn't do any good. But I feel like if I'm with you, Makoto-kun, then I can change. I feel like if you're around, I won't think so negatively. That must sound so selfish. If my presence is somehow helping you want to change for the better, I don't think that's selfish at all. You're wanting to improve, and that is what I can respect about that. She's staring at her feet, yet she's looking to the side. That's not how it works, Gabe. Get your dialogue right. It seems I'm trying to take advantage of you. No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. You're the last person I expect to try and manipulate somebody. I think you're too good-hearted to do that. What you're trying to say, just calm down. Don't worry about it, Fuka. I know what you're trying to get across. I've come to really depend on you, Makoto-kun. I just want to say that I appreciate you. Fuka has expressed her feelings for you. And a relationship with her has reached a whole new level. Well, it sounds like she was spilling out some of her feelings that she probably was still trying to figure out for a while. So I can definitely understand why that the game said that. And in more ways than one, we have reached a new level in our relationship with Fuka, as we have hit level 7 in the Fuka Yamagishi Social Link. And it's felt like forever since we did hang out with Fuka, even though I think we did see her recently. It seems things are getting serious with Fuka. She might get upset if you go another girl. Okay, we've reached that point. We gotta tread carefully again, since we're now getting more intimate with Fuka. Sorry, I'm not making any sense. I'll explain to you how I feel when I understand it myself. So you really haven't figured that out yet? That's alright, I can wait. Don't apologize, Fuka. I was hoping I was gonna say that to her, but she took off. Probably out of embarrassment, I bet. But we're gonna see her back in the dorm, so it's not like she can really hide from us. We're always watching her. Always listening to everything she says. I think I might be going too far with this. But then again, I am in a really good mood today because of the academics that we did max out. And we did have a less than difficult battle during those arcade turns. A lot less difficult than I thought we would get. Whether or not I fit into your battle plan is up to you. If I do, great. If I do, great. If I don't, whatever. I'm not gonna change my style for you or anyone else, and I don't want you to, Shichiro. You got your own thing going, and I really respect that about you. Have you ever thought of what you're living for? Yeah, every now and then I do think about that. Wow, I never knew you were so deep. Man, there's more to me than just blue hairs, cool standing hands, pockets, looking stuff, and just trying to be an overall cool looking guy, Junpei. I can be pretty deep if I want to. The reason why I don't do that, or you don't recognize that, is because, well, I don't speak much. Silent protagonist, so, you know, you should know the gist of it. Koromaro seems to be in a very good mood. Well, I can see why. Someone's been feeding him. I guess was this you're doing? Oh no, it was Shinjiro. He used his own money to purchase expensive dog food. Koromaro seems to really like it. Look at this guy, Mr. standing in the corner brooding over here. He may look all tough and look all serious all the time, but we know his real secret. Deep down inside, he's got a soft spot for Koromaro. Who wouldn't? I mean, look at this guy. How could you not say no to that face? Well, it kind of looks a bit derpy if you look at it long enough and a different perspective, but seriously, how can you say no to Koromaro? We probably go to the hospital again. Chidori hates us. Well, I guess she doesn't hate all of us. I was just gonna say that, Akihiko. Junpei seems to be on good terms with her. If you use attack fallen, We'll attack any enemies that have been knocked down. I'm pretty sure I went over this after we complete the last full moon operation. If no enemies have been knocked down, then we will do our best to knock them down. During that time, however, we'll be able to unable to heal and support, so be careful. Well, that I didn't know about attack form, but then again, like I said before, I don't use it that much because I think it's a really stupid tactic to use. I mean, I get that you want to inflict more damage on the enemy, but still, that's just risking the ability for you not to use an AoE. Shigeru Senpai's weapon has a very wide range of attack. Its attack speed is slow, but its range more than makes up for it. It's a useful weapon when you want to surprise the enemy. Well, maybe in Shigeru's hands, he can wield that thing with only one hand, where we have to use both our hands in order to use that thing. Whenever I'm around Junpei, I sense a feeling of happiness. I wonder what happened to him. Dude must be on cloud 9 after he's been interacting with Chidori a lot so much. With a lot so much. That was a really stupid way to end that sentence. I wonder where Ken is. Is he in his room? Oh, that's Junpei's room. I think Ken might be the one next to it. He's not responding. I wonder what's going on with that little guy. While I'm doing some studying knowing him, he is the very, intelligent type for someone his age, I'll say that much. Today's exchange rate. The yen is now 1115. No, 115.23 to the dollar, up 0.11 from last time. Okay, so now we got that taken care of. I think we're gonna stop things for today. This episode's going long enough as it is, and I'm pretty sure we did accomplish a lot, at least for my standards. We took down the first pack of Guardians in the Tziah block, maxed out our final social attribute, the academic trait, and we're getting a lot more serious in our relationship with Fuka. Next time, Sunday's gonna be approaching, so that means we'll be going on our date with Fuka, and we'll continue to handle more social link business as the new school year rolls on. Until we meet again, farewell for now.